here we go. It's Thursday night in the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, Allie LaForce is our reporter. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at Minnesota, they're currently holding on to the third best record in the conference. And, of course, the Jazz, far behind in the standings. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Dillingham in at the point guard position. And for Utah, Lauri Markkanen out there with Jusuf Nurkic. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Markkanen against Randle. Outside Edwards. Launches it. Book it. And it's Randle with the assist.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Here's Collier. Markkanen outside. Nurkic a screen on Randle. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plan. Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. First quarter of play, a minute in. Markkanen outside. Pass to Collier. Back to Markkanen. Clock at 4. Now here's Anderson. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And here's Edwards outside. Utah with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
As they say, live by the 3, die by the 3. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
And, you know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there. Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
Good on the second one.
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, Markkanen's skill set, hand in glove fit, superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke.
Back to Randle. Now here's Edwards. Last game we saw him with 32 points. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
He's 3 or 4 now, looking real confident out the gate.
Going inside. Shot's good by Collier. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Outside Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching it.
Here's Collier. Pass to Anderson. Now Markkanen. Check by Randall. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And let's take a look at the power rankings and see how these teams compare across the league. Taking a look at Milwaukee, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
You know, right now for Utah, they can't seem to find their groove and move up the rankings. They flirted with some options, but so far they keep getting the same results.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And with a moment here, let's see the league's top scorers. Anthony Edwards on top.
He's the guy every defense fears. Can't even slow him down right now.
Markkanen from long range. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Edwards, the pass to Randall. Back to Edwards. Pass to Randall. 6 to shoot. From behind the arc. Anderson pulls it down. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Collier. And that'll be Utah's ball as it goes out of bounds. Jazz able to keep possession. On defense, the Timberwolves. 17-foot shot on the way, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Here's Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
A superstar-level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
George, he's checked in for Utah. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, B.A., and that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting a rock every time.
George scanning the floor. Nurkic a screen on Randall. Here's Markkanen inside. Nurkic. That one doesn't drop. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Outside Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
George with it. Yet to see a basket. George a screen on Randall. Here's Markkanen. Banked it in off the glass.
And Markkanen is a low down inside close to the bucket. When he's got nice positioning, he's really comfortable inside.
And so Randall will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 6-point lead. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one. And that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
The Jazz have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Pass to Collier. Nurkic against Gobert. Here's Collier. Back to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. George outside, over Edwards. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Edwards can't hit.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's George, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Minnesota.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. That one's no good. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Right side, McDaniels. Randall on the screen. Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And they're among the top 5 teams in second chance scoring. I like the attitude of this team. They play hard, willing to do the dirty work down low.
And their scoring average is the big one, if you ask me. It hasn't mattered what defense they're facing on any given night. They can fill it up against everybody. Hits a three-pointer.
Yeah, when Nurkic is healthy, he's a difference maker for his team.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Gobert finds Randall. Drops in the layup for 2.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Jazz trail by 6. And here's George. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Lets it go from 14. Again, Utah.
Got to have the finesse like Anderson did there for that mid-ranger.
The Timberwolves have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Now Gobert. 13 points in the win against the Suns in Phoenix. Shot clock at 6. Edwards can't hit. The Jazz have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Pass to George. Markkanen outside. Nurkic, a screen on Edwards. Markkanen, the pass to Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Yeah, when he sets the pick, Nurkic can do different things on the roll. Makes him hard to track.
And Minnesota with possession here. Now Randall. Edwards looking it over. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Utah's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Outside Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Markkanen with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Dante DiVincenzo. Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Highland, he's checked in for Edwards. That one drops. He ties it up. Minnesota's shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Outside, DiVincenzo. The three. It's hauled in by Collier.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Anderson. George outside. Outside, Anderson. Back to George. Just 4 to shoot. Markkanen for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Randall against Anderson. Pass to Gobert. Driving in. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 3 assists now in this one.
How about Gobert on the attack? This is why his guys encourage him to look for a shot.
For Utah, they've gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. McDaniels against Anderson. George outside. And here's Markkanen. Checked by Randall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Markkanen misses. Minnesota in the lead. Highland, the pass to DiVincenzo. The shot, no good. Nice D from Anderson.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
It's good.
Anderson makes terrific decisions, especially for his position. He's a great passer.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
Last season, this was a surprisingly difficult matchup for them. Lost every game against this team.
Not what you'd expect when you look at the standings. I think this game is important to them to try and turn the tables here.
And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, too easy for Nurkic. A big man who goes up strong. You have to meet him at the rim and counter his aggression.
Now the Timberwolves with it, trailing by 2. Highland looking for an opening. Randall against Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Randall, good. Randall's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
Utah has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. George passes to Markkanen. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter here.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient, nothing extra special there, just effective.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So both teams making some changes here. Firing up the 2K leaderboard. The NBA's leaders in shooting over the last month. Number 5, the Timberwolves.
It's been a long month for anybody who plays these guys. I mean, they've been shooting the lights out. And it's been game after game after game.
The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Shannon. A minute 22 left in the first quarter. Reed with it. And it's blocked by Kessler. Here's Mikhailuk. Guarded by Edwards. Mikhailuk, the pass to George. Back to Mikhailuk. DiVincenzo with the steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And Ingles gets it to go. The assist by DiVincenzo.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
There's 42 seconds left in the opening quarter. Mikhailuk, the pass to George. They get it back. Kessler off with the layup.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And here's Edwards outside. On target from range. Now it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
20 seconds left to play in the first. George against DiVincenzo. Here's George. Pass to Mikhailuk from the arc. That shot off the mark. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Jazz trail by 3. On the court for the Timberwolves. Second quarter underway. Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Shannon in at the small forward position. Oh, sweet move. Kessler, no good. The Timberwolves shooting the ball at 48% so far. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Ingles. Reid, a screen on Love. Here's Ingles. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Minnesota with the ball. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Pass to Edwards. The baseline J is off the mark.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Got a hand on it. DiVincenzo against George. And here's Edwards. Up top, Reid. Shoots. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reid. He was just waiting for that pass.
Pass to Kessler. Back to George. Clock at 6. Here's Love. Excellent D there from Ingles.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Love passes to George. Kessler up top. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just one season, I think it's been remarkable.
That one falls for Reed.
And every season, it seems, Reed takes another step forward in adding to his game, and that's a testament to his strong work ethic.
The Timberwolves lead by 3. Pass to Shannon. Back to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. 4-3. Love grabs the miss.
A bunch of threes for him in this first quarter. A bunch of threes for him in the first quarter, but he's made 0 here in the second period.
Kessler. George finds Martin. Back to George. Reed against Kessler. And another miss by Utah. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards. Fires from 14. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to review the game plan.
And also, they're in the top half of the league in points off turnovers. Quick to get the ball up court when an opposing player coughs it up.
And going back to the steals numbers, they've done a great job putting constant pressure on the ball handlers. No one gets to relax when these guys are around. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Sensabaugh, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Kessler. George with it. DiVincenzo with the steal. The finish! And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
You know, once he grabs the steal, it's off to the races for DiVincenzo. Extremely explosive.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 7-point differential. Love against Ingles to stop the drought. A rebound by Ingles.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Misses off the left iron. The Jazz shooting just under 40% from the field. George against DiVincenzo. Outside Love. Now here's Kessler. The D's right on him. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's DiVincenzo. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Reed to screen on George. DiVincenzo driving. Reed for 3. He buries it from 3. Reed's got 6 in the quarter.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
Jazz trail by 8. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Back to George. That one is off. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. 3-pointer. Utah grabs the miss.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
And here's Minnesota now. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Here's Shannon. Oh, Kessler with the block. It's Martin on the wing, guarded by Edwards. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for Anthony Edwards.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level scorer than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
A different look here for Utah. Markkanen's checked in for Love, and Anderson subbed in for Sensabaugh. And that's good as he hits both shots.
They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive and keep drawing fouls. That'll help them chip away at the lead.
Here's Dillingham. He's scoreless. stolen by Anderson. Here we go. Here's Markkanen. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
The Timberwolves lead by 4. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Anderson against Edwards. Picked by Gobert. There's the triple. Another miss by Minnesota.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now here's Markkanen. His last outing, he had 18 points. And stolen by Gobert. And here comes the break. And here's Edwards outside. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got 5 rebounds tonight.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
From 9 feet, here's Martin. McDaniels with some nice D. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy. Taking it himself, Randall changes who he is when the jumper goes in.
Jazz trail by 7. Here's Collier. His last outing, he had 18 points. Back to Nurkic. Pass to Kessler. 5 on the clock. It's Markkanen on the wing. They get it back. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Sensabaugh is checked in for Kessler. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota.
So much fun watching Markkanen catch fire like this. He's a capable, efficient scorer who does it at a high rate.
Now here's Randle. He's got 6. Pass to Gobert. Back to Randle. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen. Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First free throw is good.
They're not leaving any points at the free throw line this quarter. That's really the best way to protect the lead.
And Randle drops them both.
They're doing major work at the charity stripe here in the second quarter.
Jazz trail by 7. Here's Collier. He's got 6. Here's Markkanen. Nurkic. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And the upcoming schedule for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
Well, they haven't had much trouble recently, but it's always nice to be back home. You get to see your family, no travel needed. I could see them taking their level of play higher in this homestand.
And he makes a first.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
Highland, he's checked in for DiVincenzo. He's perfect from the line this time.
If they can stay lights out from the foul line, I mean, this lead should hold up.
Jazz trail by 7. Here's Collier. He's got 6. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Collier. Anderson with a screen. It doesn't go for him. McDaniels with some nice D. Highland, the pass to Randall. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. With a short break, we look at some of the stingiest defenses in the NBA. Number 5, the Timberwolves.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
First one falls for him.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Utah making a switch here. Kessler's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Jazz trail by 8. Here's Sensabaugh. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Randall against Nurkic. And here's Dillingham from the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's Collier. He has 6. Pass to Nurkic. To the middle. Shot's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's Dillingham. Following the bucket by the Jazz. There's a screen. McDaniels from long range. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Collier. There's a screen by Nurkic. Pass to Kessler. Now here's Nurkic. 6 to shoot. Here's Collier. Randall with some nice D. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Highland, the pass to Randall. Off the mark there with a 3. Jazz trail by 12. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
And he knocks down the first one. Utah making a switch here. Springer's checked in. Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And so he makes both from the line. 1:52 left to play in the first half. Here's Collier. He has 6. Pass to Nurkic. To the inside. Ball stolen. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Now Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
Here's Collier. A minute 15 left in the second. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way in.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Williams is checked in for Utah.
They found their rhythm at the free throw line this quarter, trying hard to make up ground.
Randall with it. 11 points in the game. Down low. McDaniels finds Randall. 5 to shoot. Over Kessler. Randall can't hit. Jazz trail by 13. Here's Collier. It's not going to go for him. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The free throw drops for Ingles. "40 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball." Outside McDaniels. Utah with the rebound. We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. It's picked off. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Dillingham. Got it. Dillingham's got 7 now in this quarter. Here's Collier. He's got 9. Second shot opportunity. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. From deep three-point land. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. Defense is setting the tone. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings. You got to be feeling pretty good if you're one of the teams at the top of your conference.
It's a huge confidence boost to let you know that they're doing the right thing right now.
As if you ever needed a confidence boost. You always think you're doing everything right.
Well, oh my gosh, look, who's talking? Are you serious? Ernie, you hear this?
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you.
I tuned out a long time ago. And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Utah Jazz.
Can't miss this many shots and not be competitive. They're rushing, looking desperate. Kind of feel sorry for them.
No, you don't.
You were laughing while we were watching it.
Hey, man, that's off the air.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And, you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Jazz trail by 16. They've got Yusuf Nurkic, Lauri Markkanen out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Collier, and it's Sensabaugh in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Now here's Anderson. Pass to Collier. Launches a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Collier's got 12 points in the game.
Nice assist by Kyle Anderson. Slow-mo, they call him. That's one of his specialties, dropping dime.
Outside Edwards. Back to Randall. And stolen by Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Collier. Just 5 on the clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Minnesota leading by 12. Pass to Dillingham. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Kept alive. Outside for Randall. The 3 is up. That shot, no good. And for Utah, they're shooting just 38% for this game so far. Markkanen finishes the break strong at the hoop.
Big fella running the floor. I love it. Markkanen showing you he can be determined to beat everybody down the floor.
Markkanen's gone 6 of 12 in the game from the floor. Randall deciding where to go with it. Nurkic against Gobert. To the wing, right side. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Dillingham's got 10 points.
Gobert drawing so much attention from the defense. Nice job finding somebody with a better look.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Markkanen against Randall. Markkanen misses. The Timberwolves lead by 13. Here's Edwards. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
The Jazz have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Markkanen outside. Outside, Anderson. Markkanen with a screen on McDaniels. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle. It's his first trip to the line. Free throw drops for Anderson.
You know, Kyle Anderson is one of the more unique players in this league. He doesn't overwhelm you with his athleticism. He's got good size, but his smarts, his instincts, and his skill level are all platinum level.
No good on the second free throw. The Timberwolves lead by 14. Here's Dillingham. The layup misses. Markkanen outside. To the middle. And Nurkic with the bucket on the assist by Markkanen. 11 points in the game.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Anthony Edwards.
And his scoring numbers have been moving in the right direction these past few years. He's continued to get better at adjusting to what opposing defenses are throwing at him, and he's finding ways to get buckets by any means necessary.
Pass to Gobert. Here's Dillingham. 10 points for him. And here's Edwards outside. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Chalk up 2 there. Sensabaugh's got 7.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Edwards, the pass to Randall. Back to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. And here's Edwards. He's got 24. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Randall from outside the arc. Minnesota again missing.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Collier. He's got 13. The lead now in single digits. Sensabaugh's got 5 points now this quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Picked by Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. The rebound by the Jazz. Nurkic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Markkanen against Randall. Pass to Dillingham. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Randall misses, and the dry spell continues.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Now here's Nurkic. He's got 11. Pass to Markkanen. Shoots over Randall. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Here's Dillingham. 10 points for him. Goes up with the strike. Rebounded by Nurkic.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Good work defensively by Randall. The Timberwolves lead by 7. Fires from the line. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that, a team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
The first one falls. Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
With missed opportunities from the line this half, they're not doing themselves any favors.
Pass to Dillingham. Offensive rebound. Edwards for 3. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And over the last 10 games, these players have been gobbling up the most rebounds. Second is Rudy Gobert.
Over these last 10 games, this guy has owned the boards, playing so well as of late.
Jazz trail by 9. Here's Collier. 13 points in the game. Pass to Anderson. Hey, from beyond the arc. Sinks it from distance. Anderson's got his second basket of the night.
You can tell Anderson's put a lot of work into his shooting off the catch.
Now here's Gobert, defended by Nurkic. Here's Dillingham. Here we go, one-on-one. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And this is the game that Nurkic plays. Using the big body inside, carving out a high percentage look.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. That's good from Nurkic.
Yeah, someone who has battled injuries. Great to see Yusuf Nurkic out there tonight.
And he makes both free throws. And it's Edwards with the ball for the T-Wolves. At one point, they led by 16. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. It'll be the first of 5 games in a row at home. Now here's Gobert. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Utah with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. George outside. Pass to Kessler. Anderson with it. Nurkic with the ball. Defended by Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Anderson passes to Nurkic. It's blocked by Gobert.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back. Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Ingles, good.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Jazz trail by 9. Now George. Pass to Nurkic. Back to George. Here's Sensabaugh. Guarded by Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. The open shot. Nurkic gets an open look and hits it. Nurkic has got 15.
Things are going his way so far offensively. Nurkic really rising to the challenge of this defense.
Randle against Kessler. Inside. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Ingles. Pass to Dillingham. It's Edwards on the wing. And at last, they get one to fall. Edwards has got 29 points.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Utah's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Sensabaugh, guarded by Edwards. Here's Kessler. No good on the 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
On the wing, Ingles. From behind the arc. Utah grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Here's Sensabaugh. Another steal. Here's Edwards. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Savvy play that time by Anderson, staying in his shot and able to draw the foul.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. And he drops the first. Martin, he's checked in 4, since a ball. And Anderson drops them both. And Minnesota with possession here. They lead by 7. Anderson against Highland. Reed sets a screen. The 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. It's George on the wing. DiVincenzo covering. There's a screen by Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Over Reed. The rebound by the Timberwolves. At one point, they led by 16. And this is his second attempt at the line tonight.
One shot.
Williams is checked in for Utah. Minnesota leading by 8. Outside, Highland. DiVincenzo with the screen on Williams. Here's Highland. Minnesota again missing. Utah has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Martin finds Nurkic. And here's Kessler. George outside. Counted from distance. George has got 6.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Highland. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Williams' shot is good.
They have not attempted as many threes here in the second half, which I'm scratching my head about. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
A minute 20 left in the third. Randall outside. Nurkic against Reed. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic is... Utah's gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. Martin misses. And so it's Highland who brings up the ball for Minnesota. 6-point game. The three-pointer off the mark. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
And there's the call on Jusuf Nurkic. That'll be a second foul of the game. All right, the Jazz making a change here. Love's checked in. Minnesota leading by 6. It's stolen by Love. Pass to George. That one's good for 2. Give him 8.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Randall. 13 points in the game. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. The 3, DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 5 assists in the game. Utah has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. George against DiVincenzo. Pass to Martin. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Martin's got 5 points. With 1 on the clock. No luck on that one. The third quarter comes to a close. It's Minnesota up by 4. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. They've got Joe Ingles, Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Shannon in at the 3.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
DiVincenzo against George. Williams, a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's George. Reid with the rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Williams. Edwards, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Utah has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. George against DiVincenzo. Now here's George. Shot clock at 5. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Williams from long range. Some solid defense from Edwards. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 40% so far in this one. Hits the trifecta.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo, an unselfish player always looking to make the extra pass.
And it's Utah with the ball. They trail by 9. George against DiVincenzo. Lob for 3. Utah with another miss.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And here's Edwards outside. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. DiVincenzo against George. Martin outside. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. And miss after miss right now. The Timberwolves lead by 12. Outside, Ingles. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Keontae George. The free throw drops for Ingles. Dillingham's checked in for DiVincenzo. That one misses. Utah's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. George finds Williams. Now here's Love. The 3. Utah with another miss. Ingles with it. Martin picks him up. Outside Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. Here's Reid. Soft touch off the glass.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Here's Kessler. Now here's George. The kick out to Williams. From the arc. George, no good.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Tries the spin move. Here's Ingles. Count it. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's George. A shot to stop the run. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Anthony Edwards.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
That's good from George. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Williams. George hits them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
The Timberwolves lead by 15. Outside Edwards. Reed against Kessler. Fades away. Reed can't hit. For Utah, they've got nothing to go so far in the fourth. They're 0 for 6. George passes to Love. And it's off from three-point range.
Some of it's good defense, and some of it's just poor shot selection. Either way, he's being shut out.
Pass to Edwards. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Markkanen. Here's George. Oh, the teardrop falls in. George has got 9 points now in the second half.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Dillingham. George defending. Outside Edwards. There's the three. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Markkanen outside. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Once Reed saw he had room, he went right up with authority.
Here's George. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
There's a screen by Love. Pass to Kessler. The three is up. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Ingles got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Edwards outside. Utah grabs the miss. Markkanen's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's George. And the layup is good off the glass.
As bad as he was in the first half, that's how good he's been since.
Here's Edwards. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. Edwards has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
George passes to Markkanen. Well, Clark, we're used to seeing a coaching carousel, but in recent years, even winning teams have changed coaches.
Well, you know, that is true, and at least the profession is getting a pay raise overall. But for teams looking to break through, BA, changing the coach still seems to be the default button that most teams like and are more comfortable pushing.
And another miss by Utah. The Timberwolves lead by 15. Here's McDaniels. He takes it in.
These guys go flying through the air like that. I love it. McDaniels showing what he's got on the slam there.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Well, the Jazz shooting just under 40% from the field. Here's Collier. For 3. Kessler, no good.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
There's a screen. Here's Randall. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Timberwolves lead by 19. On offense, here's Utah. Here's Collier. Markkanen outside. Pass to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. Markkanen inside. McDaniels covering. It doesn't go for him. Minnesota leading by 19. It's Edwards on the wing. Anderson covers. For 3, Randall. Rebound, Utah.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Collier, defended by Gobert. Nurkic's shot is good.
So capable of overwhelming you. Nurkic is terrific at maintaining his focus and balance on these tough finishes.
Now here's McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Pulls up on the wing. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. And that's a foul called on Walker Kessler. That'll be a second foul of the game. Sensabaugh is checked in for Utah. Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. It's stolen by Nurkic. Here's Collier. Edwards pulls it in. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Timberwolves. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Right wing for 3. Randall knocks down the long J. Randall's got 5 points now this quarter.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Here's Collier. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Gobert inside. Nurkic is there. Oh, misses the dunk. Here's Sensabaugh, guarded by Edwards. Anderson passes to Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
And Chris Finch has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Minnesota leading by 18. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Here's Dillingham. Here's Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Another miss by Minnesota. Here's Collier. Checked by Randall. Shot's good by Collier. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Outside Edwards. To the inside. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Collier. Marking it from long range. On target from range.
That high arcing 3. Markkanen is deadly from that corner spot.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Dillingham. Outside McDaniels. Here's Dillingham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches it from deep. That's another board. And he hauls in his 20th rebound.
Oh, just dominating the glass. And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Timberwolves.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And they notch another win, number 34 of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Anthony Edwards.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. Off target at the rim. Here's Minnesota. They led the game at 1 point by 20. McDaniels finds Randall. Oh, there's the alley! And Gobert with the stuff. That gives him a double-double in this one.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's a 3-second violation. "16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George against DiVincenzo. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.